Hey, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to be talking about cutting naturally versus cutting with the help of anabolic steroids. I've personally done cutting cycles naturally on just 500 milligrams of testosterone, on testosterone, trenbolone, and Masteron, and on testosterone, Masteron, and Anavar. And while I've never personally taken these, I've done a lot of research about, and I know people who have taken them, Clen and DNP. I'm going to talk about those and how they help your cut as well. So I used steroids from 2015 to 2019. I have been natural, if you want to call it that, since 2019. When COVID hit, I stopped working out. I let myself go. I got up to 230 pounds at my highest, and I looked like shit. In August of 2020, I built my own home gym and started working out again. And it took me a year to get to this point, but I'm now back to 192 pounds. This is how I look now. I still want to get a little bit leaner. I think I still have another 10 pounds to lose or so for this cut before I start a bulk cycle. But yeah, this cut has been absolutely terrible. Compared to the cuts when I was on steroids, this is taking a lot longer. I feel like if I miss on my diet a few days, I see the effects of that. Versus when I was on gear, I had more room for error. I could have a few extra cheat meals and not even notice the effects. And yeah, cutting naturally just kind of frickin' sucks. Albeit I am taking this cut slow on purpose because my natural testosterone level is pretty low in the 300s. And I feel like if I try to cut too aggressively, I'll lose too much size and strength. So I guess I'm kind of doing it to myself and taking it so slowly. But it's working out. I'm actually getting stronger. My strength level is actually higher than it was when I was on steroids, which is great. My best bench press back in 2019 was 325 pounds, and I just recently hit 335 while cutting naturally, so I would say overall it's been worth it. My diet started out at about 3,500 calories per day. I'm very active. I work out almost every day. I do a lot of cardio at work, about 5 to 10 miles of cardio working. So I have a pretty high burn. So that got me to 205. And I stalled there for about a month. So I dropped my calories to 2,500 from that point. And that's taken me to where I am now at 192. And I think that I'm going to be finishing up this cut at around 180 to 185. So I'll probably make another update video when I get to that point. But yeah, to sum up natural cutting, very slow, very tedious. I'm tired all the time. I have been abusing caffeine to make up for that energy. And yeah, it sucks. So my first cycle ever was 500 milligrams of testosterone and enthate per week. And for whatever reason, I thought it would be a good idea to cut on that cycle. And that was pretty stupid. I do not recommend that. Overall, it was not impressive. I did not notice any additional fat loss benefits beyond what would have been normal. I might have made some additional gains in the gym that I would have not made otherwise, but it wasn't worth it. The only benefit to using testosterone while cutting is that you can cut more aggressively without worrying about taking your testosterone levels, because if you cut too aggressively while natural, you will be taking your testosterone levels as much as 50%. Overall, I would say to not cut while using testosterone. It's much more beneficial to use that cycle to bulk and make gains, unless you're blasting and cruising, in which case, carry on. So next up we have my cycle of Tren, Masteron, and Testosterone. And I have to start this off with saying that I am no way recommending anybody to take Tren. It's a crazy compound in terms of both benefits and in negatives, and the benefits sound so freaking good that some of you might be tempted to take it. However, I also experienced the worst of the worst from it. Check out my video on Tren if you haven't already. That being said, if there's a such thing as literal cheat codes for cutting, I'd say this is it. It almost seems to even defy the laws of physics. Like, I'm not even exaggerating when I'm saying that I was eating over 5,000 calories per day while getting aggressively leaner, like noticeably in the mirror. Every single day I look in the mirror and like my abs would be showing more and more. It was absolutely insane. I think I was technically recomping because my weight stayed roughly the same. And I don't think I even had a game plan going into this cycle. Like, I wasn't planning on cutting, I wasn't planning on bulking. I was just kind of like, let's take Tren and see what happens. And it was insane. So my source at the time sold a blend that contained Masteron, Tren, and testosterone all in one. And that's what I ended up doing. And I think that combination is like perfect for like getting absolutely shredded. I literally ate whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted. Cheesecake, pizza, soda, sugar, everything. And I was still getting crazy leaner. It did not make sense, but that's how this compound works. That's what I read about it, and that's what happened to me too. And now my favorite cycle by far, Masteron, Testosterone, and Anavar. This is my favorite because the rewards to the negative side effect ratio was like amazing. I had basically no negative side effects from this cycle at all, and I saw all the benefits that you would expect to see from something like this. I was eating roughly 2,000 to 2,500 calories per day, and I lost about 30 pounds in the span of 3 months. So about 10 pounds per month, 2.5 pounds per week, and that's a pretty aggressive cut in my opinion. And I was making some pretty insane gains while making those fat losses as well. I don't think that the cycle helped much in the way of increasing fat loss. However, I do think it allowed me to make some gains in the gym while having that aggressive cut. Overall, this is by far my favorite cycle. If I do get back on steroids, I will be running this again, and I would recommend these compounds to just about anybody, honestly, from my experience. And now for DNP and Clen. These are both pretty much literal cheat codes for cutting. They both work in the way of increasing your body's metabolism and your body's temperature to burn more calories passively. It sounds pretty nice, right? But the thing is, you feel like shit while taking them, especially DNP. And should you happen to accidentally overdose on DNP, it's very easy to kill yourself that way, and that's one of the big reasons that I've never had any interest in taking it. I'd rather just eat less and not try to use this stupid compound that has crazy negative side effects to a very small reward of burning more calories. As for Clen, I might be more inclined to try this one at some point. However, I still have no urge, as you can just simply eat less instead of using this compound to burn more calories and feel like shit. And honestly, I do not believe either of these compounds are really worth it unless you're trying to step on stage and you're at like 7 to 8% body fat and you're trying to get down to that last like 5 or 6% body fat. This will help immensely at that point. But other than that, I have no personal ambition to step on stage at any time, and that's why I don't think I'll ever really be using them. But yeah, so that about wraps up this video. If you like the content, please drop a like and subscribe. I have some pretty interesting ideas coming up. I'm currently testing out the effects of ashwagandha, tongkat ali, magnesium, and zinc, and how that affects my natural testosterone levels. I'm going to make videos about what kind of physique you can produce naturally, what kind of physique you can produce with low testosterone levels, and how much of your mass you can maintain after coming off steroids. So, pretty interesting stuff coming up. Stay tuned. If you want to follow me on any of the social medias, I'm on TikTok and Instagram at _Mike Gonzalez. I just post memes on TikTok right now, and I don't really use Instagram much, but I'm going to soon. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.